Good morning, students. Open your English Beehive book. Come to page number 22 and let's continue the explanation of our chapter, The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. First of all, let's discuss some difficult words we would come across on this page. First, maternal uncle, lineage on mother's side. Second, captivated. Captivated means attracted. Third, apprentice, a person who is taking training. Fourth, haunts, a place where you like to come. 5. Solitude, being alone, being single. Sixth, recital means performance. Seventh, taken in by, attracted or charmed by. Eighth, souvenirs, things given in memory of a place, person, or an event. Ninth, chartbuster means record breaker. 10th, celluloid, an old fashioned way of referring to films. 11th, venture, a project that often involves risk. Let's continue reading of our chapter from paragraph number 4. Born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. So, Bismillah Khan was born on 21st March 1916 and he was born in a family of musicians in Bihar. His grandfather Rasul Baksh Khan was the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur king's court. His father Paigambar Baksh and other paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players. Here, paternal ancestors means ancestors of the father. So, in the lineage of his father's side, all the people were great Shehnai players. So, we can say that Bismillah Khan ji acquired this skill of playing Shehnai from his ancestors. His grandfather was a great Shehnai player. He played Shehnai in the court of the Bhojpur king. His father and all the paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players. Now come to page number 23, paragraph number 5. The young boy took to music early in life. So, the young boy here means Bismillah Khan ji. He also started learning music at an early age. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Banaras, now in Varanasi, Bismillah Khan was fascinated watching his uncles practice the Shehnai. So, when Bismillah Khan ji was just 3 years old, his mother took him to her parents' house, that is, maternal uncle means lineage on his mother's side. So, they lived in Banaras. Banaras is now called Varanasi. And when Bismillah Khan saw his uncle, his maternal uncles, playing the Shehnai, he was fascinated. That means he was attracted towards it and he also wanted to learn Shehnai. Accompanying his uncle Ali Baksh to the Vishnu temple of the Banaras, where Baksh was employed to play the Shehnai. So, Bismillah Khan started going with his maternal uncle Ali Baksh to the Vishnu temple in Banaras. Ali Baksh was employed. He was on a duty to play the Shehnai at the Vishnu temple of Banaras. Ali Baksh would play the Shehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. Captivated means attracted. Now when Bismillah Khan saw his uncle Ali Baksh plays the Shehnai, he was so attracted towards it. He was captivated and he would sit there for hours listening to him to play the Shehnai. Now on end. Now here this word on end means for a very long time. Without stopping, that means continuously. So Bismillah Khan was a small child, but still he would sit there. He was so much attracted to the sound of the Shehnai and he would keep on sitting continuously for a very long time, listening to his uncle playing the Shehnai. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. So, gradually, Bismillah Khan also started learning playing the Shehnai and he would practice throughout the day. He never got tired. He was so captivated by this instrument, the Shehnai. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangal Maya and the banks of the Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts where he could he could practice in solitude. Now, apprentice is a person who is taking training. Haunts means a place where you like to come, where you like to frequently visit many times a day. And solitude. Solitude means being alone, being single. So, for many years, Ustad Bismillah Khan remained in Banaras. He would visit the temple of Balaji and temple of Mangal Maya, and he would remain on the banks of river Ganga where he would practice playing the Shehnai all alone. Waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shehnai. Now here we come to know the talent of Ustad Bismillah Khan. He was so inspired. That means the river Ganga motivated him. It provoked him to improve his performance, and he also invented many ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shehnai. So earlier it was considered that you cannot produce that kind of sound from the Shehnai, but Ustad Bismillah Khan went ahead. He practiced so much, he worked hard, and he invented different sounds with the Shehnai. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncles to the Allahabad Music Conference. Now, when Bismillah Khan was 14 years old, he accompanied his maternal uncle Ali Baksh to the Allahabad Music Conference. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fayaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." Recital means his performance. Ustad Fayaz Khan liked his performance and he said that if he would work hard like this, he would make it. That means he would make a name in the field of music. With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, came Bismillah's big break. He soon Now, when All India Radio, that is a radio station, was opened in Lucknow, Ustad Bismillah Khan got his first break. That is, he started performing on this radio station. He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. So, his performance was on air on the All India Radio studio in Lucknow. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. That is what I told you in the beginning of the chapter. Ustad Bismillah Khan is a legend because he was the first Indian to greet the entire nation through his Shehnai. He played Shehnai on this memorable occasion. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. So now we know which rag was played by Ustad Bismillah Khan on the occasion of the Independence Day of India. Rag Kafi, and he played it from the Red Fort. And after his performance, the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, gave his famous speech, and the name of the speech is Tryst with Destiny. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. Taken in by means attracted or charmed by. He was attracted. He really liked Ustad Bismillah Khan's performance and souvenirs. Souvenirs means things given in memory of a place, person, or event. So, the king of Afghanistan, King Zahir Shah, really liked Bismillah Khan's performance and he gifted him many things which were made in Afghanistan, like Persian carpets, etc., so that Ustad Bismillah Khan should remember his first visit to abroad, that was to Afghanistan. The king of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. So, there are many other people also who were attracted to his Shehnai's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Shehnai. So, Goonj Uthi Shehnai is a name of a Hindi movie. This movie was made by Vijay Bhatt. He was a film director and he really liked the sound of the Shehnai played by Bismillah Khan, and that is why he made his movie Goonj Uthi Shehnai. The film was a hit and one of Bismillah Khan's compositions, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, turned out to be a nationwide chartbuster. Chartbuster means record breaker. So, there was this song in this movie, Goonj Uthi Shehnai. The name of the song was Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya. It was composed by Ustad Bismillah Khan and this song was a chartbuster. It broke all the records. Despite this huge success in the celluloid world, Bismillah Khan's adventures in film music were limited to two: Vijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Shehnai and Vikram Srinivas' Kannada venture Sanadhi Appan. Now, celluloid is an old-fashioned way of referring to films, and venture means a project that often involves risk, something which has a lot of risk. So, although this song was a chartbuster, Bismillah Khan got a lot of success in this film, but still he just composed music for two films. The names of the movies are Goonj Uthi Shehnai, made by Vijay Bhatt, and there was a Kannada movie made by Vikram Srinivas, Sanadhi Appan.